Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to the show. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here. We have a great show lined up. I just can't wait to get started. I'm sort of going to rush through our weather, and we're going to talk about the weather, but we're going to have a lot of stuff coming up. Our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center. Now, this morning, they're doing that test of adult basic education at 8 o'clock, so get a chance to run out there and take that test and get started on a new career. Real nice temperature this morning, 74 here in Panama City, 75 in Mariana, 78 in Apalachicola, and 81 over in Sandestin in our western viewing area. High today, again, be the low 90s here on the coast, mid 90s inland. Low tonight is 75, and water temperature remain a comfortable 85 degrees. Really nice in the water. Marine forecast, the wind will be coming out of southwest at 5 to 17 knots, seas 1 to 2, and a smooth to light chop on protected waters. I know in our eastern viewing area had a big storm coming through Carabel, Apalachicola, and on through Franklin County and lower end of Gulf County last night. It's quite a lightning show and quite a bit of weather and a lot of power lines down over that area. But everybody, I think, is in good shape. Let's look at our tide chart this morning, brought to us by Carl Vernon Marine Specialties. We're looking on Tuesday, June the 28th. Can you believe June is almost over in 2011? We're looking at Friday. It's starting July. Anyway, our high tide is at 8:07 this morning here in Panama City, and 5:32 is the low tide, and the high tide on St. Joe Bay is 7:57, and low tide is 6:39. So let's go ahead and take our first break. We'll be back with our special guest here in the studio.
Panama City living is simply better without glasses. The Eye Center of North Florida offers the most advanced cataract surgery using lifestyle lens implants, which allow you to see all distances glasses-free. Our surgeons perform this quick and painless procedure at our accredited surgery center. When it comes to your vision, trust your local experts in surgical eye care. The Eye Center of North Florida.
9 doctors, 1 vision, yours.
Bill Kramer Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC is Panama City's exclusive full-line dealership, built on a 45-year foundation of trust and total customer satisfaction in all departments, including our huge pre-owned department, where we'll pay top dollar for your current automobile as a trade-in, or we'll place your vehicle on our lot and help you sell it. At Bill Kramer Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC, 4 decades, 3 generations, 1 tradition.
At Panhandle Educators, we offer full-service banking.
We're 5-star rated.
A safe place for your money.
Find us anytime, anywhere.
Or come see us on Highway 77 north of the mall. On the east side, across from Rutherford High School.
Come see us at the beach on R. Jackson Boulevard.
We're here in Southport on Highway 77.
Live or work in Bay, Holmes, Jackson, or Washington County? You can be a member.
Join us. We'll take care of you.
Panhandle Educators Federal Credit Union.
Hi, welcome to the Panama City campus of Florida State University.
Did you know that the #1 industry in the state of Florida is tourism? People come to Florida to play, and it's the job of professional recreators to create those opportunities so that people can come out and play.
If you want to learn about recreation, tourism, and special events, check us out.
Okay, welcome back. Our guests, Bob and Carol Cox, come in. Thank you for getting up this early, first of all.
No
You're
problem.
welcome. Our pleasure.
Welcome to the show. They're here with the Mexico Beach Artificial Reef Association, and I've heard so much about their photography from so many different people, so I'm excited to see and all. But let's first talk a lot about your background. So, Carol, you're first.
Okay, well, my name's Carol Cox, and I live out St. Joe Beach by Mexico Beach, and I'm retired from the Air Force, and I'm a scuba diver, and I enjoy underwater photographer, and I've been scuba diving since 1991.
All right.
Yeah, basically, I'm Bob Cox, same as Carol here. I'm retired Air Force, and we moved to the area back in 1999 and been a part of the Mexico Beach Artificial Reef Association ever since.
Okay, well that's a quick background. They brought some pictures and all and put together a slideshow, and we've been wanting to do this for quite some time. A lot of folks just don't realize the Mexico Beach Artificial Reef Association, how much work these people put in and how many reefs we have out there and how beautiful it is. So we actually have pictures today to show that stuff, right?
Oh yeah,
yes, we do.
Betcha, you betcha.
Okay, so Tom, let's start rolling these pictures and we'll talk about it. Okay, now we're going to talk over these, so is it really, Bob, go ahead and tell us about these slides.
Well, yeah, we're the Mexico Beach Artificial Reef Association. What you're seeing here is pictures from our tournament last year, and this is one of our biggest fundraisers throughout the year. We take all the proceeds from this to build reefs out there in the Gulf of Mexico in about 8 different locations. This is one of our favorite teams we see from year to year. Kids get involved in the action too.
As you can see, we have a lot of fun at our tournaments. It's one of the reasons why a lot of the people come back year after year after year. A lot of them say they don't care if they catch fish because it's just so much fun at the tournaments. We have a huge captain's party with lots of door prizes to give away.
I love fishing that. The captain's party is great. What is this?
That's our infamous lionfish. See the fish hanging out of its mouth there? These pictures are from the Red Sea and St. Kitts.
Y'all taking all these pictures? These are your pictures?
Yes, these are our pictures. Well, these were taken when we were traveling, fortunately. However, we're starting to get a whole lot of reports of lionfish getting into our area. There's been 2 or 3 sightings out on one of our large dive sites, the Shady Lady Shrimp Boat, quite a few sightings off of Apalachicola and stuff. And when people see these things, if they're within, if they're still there, we'd kind of like to have people report them to us so that we can go out and try to capture them and eradicate them if we can, even though it could be a losing battle. A lot of people have heard on the news about what's happened down in the Caribbean and the Bahamas, but they are starting to show up here, and we want to do what we can to eradicate them.
Okay. Now what are those little things?
What you're seeing there is some newly deployed reef balls back in the early 2000 time frame. And now you're starting to see some pictures of how they're developing fish, marine growth, barnacles, sea whips, bait fish, ornamental fish like the
beautiful
blue angel there, sponges, tunicates.
Oh, man.
There you have a queen angel.
Yeah, now all these pictures are taken on our reefs. It's just a lot of gorgeous marine life out there. I mean, a lot of people don't realize that we have stuff here that's just as pretty as what you might see diving down in the Caribbean and other parts of the world.
There's a nurse shark coming out towards me.
That's you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's a reef ball with a triggerfish.
Oh, yeah.
I think our sites are really known more by the fishermen, and the triggerfish, the red snapper, grouper, they've got all the game fish out there. We get a lot of pelagics coming in to feed, like the mackerel and the wahoo and stuff like that. But
beautiful.
And gray snapper. They like those nooks and crannies.
Yeah.
Those are jackknife fish on our reefs now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
there's juvenile jackknife fish there.
Oh, cool.
We just started seeing those in our area last year. It's kind of funny. It seems like as our reefs have grown over time, we're starting to see a greater diversity of fish out there now. And we've been diving the area for over 10 years now, so we've had a chance to really watch things grow and change over time.
Beautiful. Now, we don't want that one. We don't want to grab that one accidentally.
No.
There's a nesting triggerfish. If you look down below its mouth there, that little ring, that's its eggs.
Oh, okay. Wow, look at it. You took that picture?
Oh, yeah. I love photographing jellyfish. Are gorgeous under the water.
They are pretty.
That's a red grouper out in the Carbody site.
Okay.
Now you see the gray hammerhead up there on top?
Oh, yeah. Look at that hammerhead.
That was my first hammerhead.
Oh,
accidentally.
Man.
I was photographing the jellyfish and the hammerhead just swam into view.
That's amazing how all the different.
Yeah, those are some night shrimp, red night shrimp, and
another jackknife fish.
That looks like my jack-o'-lantern.
We've had some unusual discoveries on some of our dives too. We found a shrimp that nobody had ever been able to document alive before.
Wow.
Being able to photograph it in its natural environment, and I mean it kind of made the rounds through a few of my photographic friends, and one of them forwarded to a marine biologist at Texas A&M University.
Yeah.
And she actually came out diving with us last fall so that she could see these things for herself.
Some of these pictures you just saw here, that's reefs we deployed this last year, and within 30 days we're seeing growth on those reefs, covered with barnacles. Bait fish are starting to move in, juvenile fish are moving in on them. Black sea bass are already moving on them.
All right, Tom, why don't we go ahead and start preparing to take a break now, and then we're going to come back and talk about how long it takes these reefs to go and get set up. So let's go ahead and take a break. We're going to come back with a lot more of these pictures. These are great pictures. All right.
Hey everybody, this is Brad Stevens coming to you from Sunjammers Water Sports on Highway 79. You know us for your fishing kayaks and all your sailing needs. What you may not know is that we stock a full line of inshore and offshore tackle, specializing in the Captain Joe fish-on lures. We stock his grouper baits, his SS minnows, his shredders, along with all of your gulp baits, Joe jigs, the edge hook, your U-Pro rods, and live bait. Come see us at Sunjammers Water Sports, 315 North Highway 79.
You know what folks like best about Curram Steak and Eggs? Just about everything. Willie and Linda Curram have been in business a long time. They know how to take care of their customers with great food and great service. Better than being at home. You don't have to do the dishes. It's all good, but be sure to check out the Heavenly Hash. That's what Curram Steak and Eggs is famous for. Curram Steak and Eggs, 804 South Tyndall Parkway. Open 24/7.
Come on down to Blue Water Outrigger, where you'll always find friendly service, fresh and saltwater fishing rods, top of the line men's and women's apparel. Don't forget to pick up your live baits and let us help you with all your outdoor needs. Check out our wide selection of top quality reels and hunting necessities and everything in between. Come see us or order online. We'll be waiting for you right next door to Piggly Wiggly, Port St. Joe.
Sunset Coastal Grill, located in the heart of beautiful Port St. Joe, was established in 2002 by Patty and Dewey Blaylock as a family-owned coastal restaurant. In Port St. Joe, we meet at Sunset. Sunset's open for lunch and dinner every day of the week. Fresh seafood's brought in daily and served in a variety of traditional and creative ways. Try our award-winning gumbos. Steaks are grilled simple and perfect over an open flame grill. Our homemade soups, sauces, and salad dressings are so popular, we sell them retail. And don't forget, see the sunset at Sunset.
You can see that, I mean, this has got just marine life.
That one was
all
put
over.
down in 2009.
2009, okay.
I did one reef 15 minutes after it was put down, and there was already a swimmer crab had found it and was digging himself a little burrow under the reef.
Checking it out. What is that?
That's
that's a turtle.
Loggerhead
turtle.
Okay.
Yeah, we see those on some of our reefs. We went out to the Air Force Tower site the other day, and we saw about 4 of them on there. It was pretty cool.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, and that was an unusual find. That's a leopard sea robin.
Okay, leopard sea robin. I hadn't caught one of them.
Every now and then, even as long as we've been diving here, we see something we hadn't seen before, and that's always exciting for us.
But as you're seeing on these reefs, see all that red sponge growth on there? Those reefs were put down in 2009, and it takes, the biologists say it takes about 2 years for the reef to fully mature with all the marine growth on it.
And look how it attracts so many different fish. You just have it in clusters.
Oh yeah, and it becomes a great habitat for the juveniles and the whole food chain.
Yeah, remora there.
Yeah, shark suckers love divers.
They do?
Oh yeah.
Do they try to attach to y'all?
Sometimes, yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's a shovel-nosed lobster.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've recently started seeing those on our reefs too. I mean,
really?
Yeah, for quite a few years we hadn't seen any shovel nose around here, and lately they're showing up, and I think it's just because of the amount of reef we've put out there now. It's able to support.
Yeah, there's a reef in the background there. Couldn't see them through all these amberjacks.
Oh, here we go.
That's a small gag grouper.
And y'all see more grouper now, you said?
Oh yeah,
a lot of them.
I've seen a lot of small ones. Starting to see more legal ones now.
Cool.
We're seeing them come back.
Beautiful.
Mixture of red snapper, gray snapper, some gags hanging around there. Seeing some real big red snapper this year.
Well, the quality of your photography is just excellent. I just can't get over the angles and all the different colors.
You know, some of these fish, I'm shooting a wide angle there, and I'm really close to them.
So y'all have 2 different categories. You're up close and you're wide angle.
Right.
Yeah, so the close-up shots where you're getting a lot of detail of individual fish and all, and I like to capture a big variety of fish. That's me. Okay. And then the wide angles that show the big schools of fish and the reef structure and stuff, like that photo there.
Oh, look at that.
That's Bob. And yeah, you can tell the fishermen are the ones that as soon as they see all those amberjacks and all those red snappers are like, ooh, look at that.
And Carol's back behind there in the background.
The divers, when they see the close-ups of the real colorful and unusual stuff, you know, unless they're just spear fishermen, you know, they're fascinated by the close-ups.
Oh, cool.
Cubiu. Those are juvenile cubiu. They're so pretty when they're little. Yes. A lot of fish go through a big transition as they're growing up.
Yeah.
And, you know, we get used to identifying the adults and all, and then all of a sudden we see a juvenile and we're like, what's that?
That's a Goliath grouper there with Carol. They're very friendly. That's an oscillated frogfish there.
Oh, man.
Hard to see them, isn't it?
Yeah, well, camouflage.
You can be right up on them and not know they're there unless they move.
So we have all different depths of water, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we've got reefs as shallow as, what, 15, 20 feet?
Right.
And as deep as 140, 150?
Right. Those are out at Lars
That's
B
like
right
a poster
there.
right there. That'd be a beautiful poster to put on a wall.
That's out in Lars B. That's about 110 feet deep.
Okay.
Same place. Red snapper swimming around the reefs. We also do a memorial reef program.
Okay.
A lot of folks don't know that yet, but here's an example of one being built where they put the cremated remains into the reef there and then put a plaque on there. And then we deploy it and put it out in the water.
And the family's even welcome to come when the reef's being made and personalize it if they want to put colored stones, marbles, something personal into the concrete.
And there's that very same reef underwater.
Oh, very interesting.
Right after it went down.
And that honor will always be there. That's a great picture.
Yeah, well, it's a very green way of doing funeral services and stuff too, is by, you know, building a reef out in the Gulf that's going to support new life.
What an honor.
And plus,
Tom dates there. And Smurfit Stone helped us out. Those are old paper digesters that are out there in the Gulf we put down probably about 7 years ago. And that's what they looked like last year.
Yeah, those are great dive sites too, being able to just swim right through those
like
things.
Like a big tunnel, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's wonderful.
Little windows inside of them with some red snapper looking at you.
That's actually a crab. You know, he's just covered up in a type of sponge material.
People just don't realize how much marine life diversity we have in this area.
That's a white grunt.
Uh-huh.
That's inside one of those digesters. See all the snapper, the bait fish,
they just
the live grouper.
Yeah, they like them.
That's pretty. Then the little fish bring in the big fish.
And that's on the top side with all the growth growing on top. Bait fish, amberjack swimming by.
That's a cocoa damselfish. We pretty much have our own color variety in this part.
No kidding.
See the flounder there?
Oh, yeah. Want to get the gig out.
That's a juvenile cocoa damselfish. So, like I said, the juveniles and the adults look completely different.
I've never seen one of those. Beautiful.
And seaweed blenny. They come in all different colors. Yeah, they're like little clowns under the water.
That was like one of my students in the first period.
There's some mingo snapper mixed in there.
That's a tessellated blenny.
Wow.
And they're actually not native to this area. They somehow got up here from Venezuela. They don't know if it was in bilge or an aquarium release or what. But
that's
and Molly Miller, they look like they got a wild mohawk hairdo.
Molly Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of spot fin butterfly fish.
That's amazing at a variety.
That's the seaweed blenny again in a different color. And we don't see those too often. That's kind of rare around here. It's a reef butterfly fish.
Ooh, I like that one.
The Goliath.
Yes.
And that's called a purple reef fish, and you can tell why.
Another flounder.
Nice flounder. Nice
right around the reef.
Well camouflaged.
And that is a Florida regal sea goddess nudibranch, a sea slug.
How do you know all these names?
And a warty doris. Well, I study up on it and all, you know.
Wow. So we
do surveys to identify the fish and all, and I have to know what they are.
Yeah. Well, I am impressed. We're going to have to take one more commercial break, and then we're going to come back, and we have a lot more of these slides here with Bob and Carol Cox out of St. Joe Beach and Mexico Beach Artificial Reef Association. So we'll take this. What is that?
Batfish.
Oh, man. All right, Tom, when you're ready, we'll take this break, and we'll come right back.
My name's Captain Rick Corley. I'm a SAMS accredited Marine Surveyor, NAM certified Marine Surveyor, and IAME certified Marine Investigator. Been surveying since 1969. Was taught by my father, who is the oldest, longest practicing Marine Surveyor in the world. We do all types of survey, commercial or pleasure. Steel, aluminum, fiberglass, wood, makes no difference. Give us a call at 850-527-5287 or visit us online. We'd appreciate your business.
Right now, you can get instant fuel rebates of up to $2,500 on new Kubota tractors, utility vehicles, and zero-turn mowers. That's right, instant fuel rebates up to $2,500 at Soul Tractor, or financing as low as 0% APR on select Kubota equipment. So what'll it be? Fuel in the tank or money in the bank? Visit Soul Tractor to learn more. But hurry, Kubota Buyer Days ends June 30th.
For 26 years, Mills Heating and Air has been serving the Emerald Coast from Navarre Beach to Bay County, Crestview to Deputiac Springs with residential and commercial accounts. 7 days a week, we provide quality service and installation, in-home evaluations, air quality, and duct cleaning. We offer free estimates, convenient financing, and preventative maintenance agreements.
For lower bills, call Mills 234-8177.
Your Panhandle carrier dealer.
When you think of a successful hunting season, two things come to mind: Browning and C&G Sporting Goods. Browning is the best there is, and C&G Sporting Goods is your factory direct, full-line Browning dealer. C&G stocks Browning guns, camo, knives, scopes, gun safes, bows, and much more, including hunting and fishing license. Look over the new Browning BAR camo short frame and X-Bolt rifles. Why pay good money for anything less than a Browning? Browning and C&G, the best there is. Home of the experts.
Welcome back, folks. We're moving along real fast here. Bob and Carol Cox. Real quick, let's look at Express Lane Fishing Game Forecast for today. Times today are 10:24 a.m. to 12:24, and this evening from 10:30 to 12:30. Express Lane, American owned, American operated. Okay, real quick, a couple of things. Thank y'all for this. Look at this beautiful T-shirt.
Oh, you're welcome, Winston.
Thank you. And y'all sell these online?
You betcha. You betcha. At our website, www.mbra.org.
Okay.
Yeah, plus a lot of the local shops out in Mexico Beach carry them.
All right. Again, I'm so impressed with this photography. We have a lot more left, so let's go ahead and Tom, see if we can get rolling with it.
Yeah, got some barracuda. This is out on the Shady Lady shrimp boat.
That's a yellowtail reef fish, a juvenile.
This is incredible photography.
There's the boat it's laying on its starboard side.
Which boat was that?
The shrimp boat.
Shrimp boat, Shady Lady.
And
Progress in the Jury Reef.
The barracuda out there are very friendly.
Are they really?
Oh, yes, they'll come right up in your face while you're diving. It can make you a little bit nervous, but they're just curious.
That's a Graysby.
It's a type of grouper in the grouper family.
Okay. Now, who's diving here?
That's me and some FWC guys.
Okay, so y'all do a lot of research and all for these people, don't you?
Oh, yeah. And that's a marine biologist out of Texas there studying some shrimp that Carol had photographed. They're first known in this area.
Wow.
Well,
first discovered in this area.
First time this is the shrimp here. This is the first time the shrimp had ever been photographed alive in its natural environment. And
no kidding.
Got the marine biologist from Texas so excited. She came here and went diving with us last October, and fortunately was able to find a couple and point them out to her.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. She was very, very pleased.
That's cool.
But she helps us a lot now with our identification of shrimp and crabs and stuff like that too. So, it's just a good relationship.
You expect something like this in the Keys or Bahamas, but up in here, the variety of fish is
we
incredible.
got we got the Bobsey twins there.
Two
Both butterfly fishing, two Goliaths. There's one watching Carol right by the anchor chain there. Carol in front of it, and it was watching her while she was taking photos.
Now that's an adult yellowtail reef fish, and the only place I've seen them that mature is out on that shrimp boat site. We see the juveniles everywhere, but...
There's another queen angel.
Wow.
And there's a seaweed blenny in the yellow color phase. That's a scamp.
It looks like a different color.
And there's Tom Tates and some vermilion or mingo snapper, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
Triggerfish. Most of the fish, they can change colors just to match their backgrounds or their mood. It's amazing to watch them under the water. And, they can go from very dark to very light and add some color to them and everything.
Well, that triggerfish is a great example. You've had a couple of different pictures of triggerfish in different colors.
That's the OAR barge out in one of our sites.
Okay.
About a year after it went down.
About how deep is it?
That's about 90 feet right there. There's a scamp.
Ooh.
That's on the OAR barge.
They're just so well camouflaged.
Yeah, see how it's all encrusting within a couple of years?
Yeah. So if people want to donate to MBARA, they can just... go
to our website, and they can join, become a member, or help us out that way. Fish in our fishing tournament. It's one of our biggest fundraisers. Or just make a donation on our website.
Well, we're certainly going to fish in that tournament and be down there that whole weekend and spend a lot of time. I mean, this is beautiful.
Oh, it's a great time. People come down here traditionally. As a matter of fact, our T-shirts have become a collector's item for folks.
Plus, any money that comes to us, you know, donations and membership and everything, we usually can use that as seed money to get other grants. Bob's an excellent grant writer, and
oh, cool.
He's just gotten hundreds of thousands of dollars in grant money that's helped us out. But without having those matching funds, it would be almost impossible to get the grant money.
I'm going flounder gigging tonight. I'm trying to flounder getting excited. Gail, that's what we're going to do tonight.
There's a cobia.
Oh, yeah.
As you've seen in the picture there, the fish are scared of divers.
Yeah.
That's a myth. They come right up to us.
A lot of times the diver bubbles draw them in out of curiosity. They think it's a big school of bait.
Okay.
That's the Sherman tug there.
Oh, Sherman tug. I've fished a lot. What is it?
That's called a slippery dick.
Goodness gracious. That's a scallop shell there, isn't it?
No, it's one of the clam shells, but that's a bridled goby there on it.
Oh, not to change the subject more, folks, I'm going to give you all the scallop report. We don't have time today with all these great pictures. That's some good fish there.
Oh, yeah, lots of red snapper.
Yeah, that's some just good eating fish. That's why we're catching so many, folks. They're all over the place, and that's pictures right there to prove it.
Yeah, see all the other marine growth on that thing? Those are look-down jacks. That's on the Weimar.
Look-down jack, yep.
Yeah, there's a school of them that a lot of times in the evening they start pairing up to mate, and it's real fun to watch their little mating rituals and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
That's on the Kaiser tug. There's not.
Wow. All right, folks, thank y'all so much. We've run out of time. Y'all want to come back so we finish this slideshow.
Okay.
Oh, we'd be glad to come back.
This is great photography. I mean, this is first class. Folks, we're going to get out of here. Listen, tomorrow we have another live show coming on with some scallop reports, and we're going to talk all kind of stuff coming up. So thank y'all for watching the show. Do something good for somebody today, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.